The bank doesn't want competition because they've done a shitty job of serving their customers. I think anytime you are seeing the kind of trust and institutional dynamic of an ETF, making it easier to access and bringing capital into the XRP ecosystem, that's good. It's not lost upon me, ETH as a token was kind of lagging the market in terms of the overall market activity in the spring. And then the ETH ETFs went live and ETH went on a tear. I don't think that's a big surprise. You saw people easier access coming in. I think the first ETH ETF grew to $1 billion very, very quickly. I can't remember the exact timeline. But I think you're going to see that happen in the XRP ecosystem because there's a lot of demand from people who don't have the skill set or interest in launching a Coinbase account or what have you, and they want to have exposure to this asset class.
Ripple filed for a national trust charter back in July. Why did you want this national trust charter?
So I was on a panel in Washington, D.C. right after a guy named Brett McIntosh, who's the chief legal officer of Citibank, and who, by the way, is a great guy, former in the Treasury Department executive. One of the things he said is, look, crypto companies should be held to the same regulatory standard as the banks. I am totally at peace with that. I agree. But then he went on to argue that the crypto companies shouldn't have access to the Fed master account. Like, wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense. Like, there are advantages that are good for Ripple and, by the way, good for society. People talk about the risk around let's say, RLUSD or other stablecoins depegging. Well, if we have a Fed master account and we have deposits at the Fed master account, you actually improve the reliability and stability of stablecoins. That's a good thing. We should want that. But suffice it to say, we think it will give us degrees of freedom in our overall strategy to kind of continue to build out the blockchain infrastructure.
Is urging the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency to deny applications from crypto firms that are seeking these charters. What would you say to that?
I'd say the same. By the way, I mean very seriously. I think Brent McIntosh is a fabulous guy, great chief legal officer, but you can't have it both ways. Don't ask us to be regulated as a full bank and then not give us the resources that allow us to provide services and reduce risk, et cetera. Look, I truly believe, I've already talked about Coinbase and Circle, competition is good for the market. Competition is good for customers. Why would we be anti-competitive? Customers deserve choice.
Everyone's protecting their vested interests.
I don't think Ripple's trying to protect our vested interests. We're playing offense and saying we want to grow, we want to build products and services that customers want. Once you see an industry go into defense, that's the death of an industry. I think you have to innovate, you have to lead, and I think the banking industry has been on their back heels, and I think that's why crypto now exists. People want an alternative. People want the flexibility. We saw a great panel. With that, I'm going to end with, Ripple has been ready for this moment. The XRP community has been ready for this moment. I'm thrilled you are on this journey with us. It is definitely happening. Thank you very much.